The views, takes and opinions expressed on this show are of the host's own and do not represent the views, takes and opinions of the Main Event Mark, PWPH Wrestling Network and its affiliates. Material and sources mentioned in this episode is for general and commentary purposes only. This episode might include strong language and may not be suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle everyone. Welcome to the Main Event Mark.
Yeah. So, welcome to your Unfiltered Tagalog Wrestling Podcast. This is your Main Event Mark Podcast. My name is Angelo Penara and thank you for joining us here on this show. Even if it's good or bad episodes, you're here. Thank you. Maraming salamat for joining here on the pod. I'm here this specific episode. Bakit tayo dito? I wanted something different when it comes to this series, no? Actually, tagal ko nang ginagawa tong series na to. Dati kasi, meron akong YouTube channel. I used to create a YouTube channel. May wrestling doon, may food reviews doon, and iba pa, no? I'm going to do a different one later this week about this series. Pero I'm going to redebut this series. So let's call it Does It Suck? No. I missed that segment. Pero on this very premise of Does It Suck, ang gusto kong itackle is, does WWE Evolve suck? That's what we're going to talk about on this very episode of the pod. So, going forward, I'm going to release these smaller episodes. If I like it, I'm going to give an opinion. If not, I'm going to give my opinion either. And these episodes will be now separated from the longer episodes, the 1 hour, the longer episodes that I am doing on this very podcast. So, that's how it goes going forward. So, starting from today, ito na yung bonus episodes natin. One of our bonus episode series, it will be called Does It Suck? In this pilot episode, we're going to talk about WWE Evolve. Para sa kalaman nyo, WWE Evolve made its debut on March 5. And we gave a chance for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 episodes for this show. And now, to be honest with you guys, it's time for me to give my premise review on this. I could not promise that it will be different, or I could not promise that my take might be different. Pero I'll give my honest opinion about WWE Evolve. But for now, if you like this podcast, I hope you can follow and support this podcast on all of the social media platforms, on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and on Twitch, and at the Main Event Mark PW. And also, we just wanted also to share with you that Dexcon, Dexcon to? Dexcon Dakila is coming on May 17 and May 18. So it was announced yesterday as we are recording this episode that Zack Sabre Jr. is returning to Manila. And then we're going to have El Fantasmo, former tag team champions in New Japan, and also former or current New Japan television champion. And they're going to team up in a match that's going to be announced anytime soon. And then the Master Clash on April 5 is going to be the turning point on who these two persons were going to face at Master Clash. So we're going to have 4 wrestlers will be random teamed together, and the winner of the match will be in the main event of Dexcon Dakila. So it's Nigel San Jose, Jake De Leon, Robin Zane, and Fabio Bakisig. So, two of them will win, and then two of them will team up, probably, against Zack Sabre Jr. and ELP. So, that's the premise of the main event for Dexcon Dakila. So, now, let's talk about that later. But for now, we are going to talk about our episode, obviously. So does it suck? Ayan. So, does NXT WWE Evolve suck? So, basahin nga muna natin yung premise nitong WWE Evolve. So, this is from Wikipedia, not the most reliable source of pro wrestling. So, WWE Evolve, also known as Evolve, is an American pro wrestling television show produced by American company WWE. It features wrestlers from promotions Evolve Prime division, to which WWE wrestlers are assigned to work and perform. The show airs on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tubi in the United States and on YouTube internationally. Personally, yung mga palabas sa A&E, yung mga shows na ginagawa nila with A&E, sana ganito rin yung setup, no? Hindi lang sa A&E pinapalabas. In my honest opinion about that. It should be also released on our international viewers. Hindi lang America ang nagmamatter when it comes to this thing. So I hope WWE and whoever Fox is going to take over the rights, like A&E, si Tubi, ganyan. Buti nga itong Tubi, ang ganda ng ginawa nila with Evolve, no? Kumpara with itong LFG na I'm going to do a episodes din soon. Pero let's focus on Evolve muna. I like the idea here on Evolve that it has also a broadcast on international. So, akala ko nga Netflix to eh. Buti na lang hindi. Then, so it's on Tubi and also on YouTube. Unlike most of the WWE in-ring shows which airs live, Evolve are pre-taped. And then, this obviously based from Evolve, the promotion that was bought by WWE during the pandemic. And we have Peter Rosenberg and Robert Stone as the color commentators. And the play-by-play, obviously, by Peter Rosenberg. So, ito na naman ako. Magkakaroon na naman ako ng bias when it comes to commentary, no? Pero Robert Stone is actually doing a really good job on his commentary. I would say that very clear to all of you guys. He is amazing. I think he is evolving when it comes to the commentary. I mean, he is not perfect, sure. Pero ako kasi yung magbibigay ng point when it comes to that. Oh, speaking of which, sa April, I'm going to do this same episode setup that we have now sa WWE Speed. So, 1 year na yung Speed, the next couple of weeks. And we are going to talk about this very special. So, Triple H is producing WWE Speed. And yeah, that's the case there. Okay? So, we will talk about this later sa WWE Speed. For now, let's focus on Evolve as the premise of our episode. So, the series serves as the spiritual successor of the Evolve promotion from 2010 to 2020 and was headed by Gabe Sapolsky, the owner of the original promotion. WWE Evolve was acquired in July 2020 and it will serve as a developmental show featuring up-and-coming wrestlers from the WWE PC and also the WWE ID that we know there's a lot of controversy thanks to Dave Meltzer. We're going to talk about that and more on our longer episode later this week. No? There's a lot of developments there. And then the attempt here is advanced developmental wrestlers perform to prep for potential main roster collapse. So that's the case now for WWE Evolve. Okay. So let's talk about this one. Ang history nito, it's basically 2009. Gabe Sapolsky was the booker of Ring of Honor, and then he became the owner of Evolve, which began producing shows in January 2010. Over the years, Evolve was unified with Dragon Gate, formed a partnership with WWE, and then we eventually saw superstars like Cody Rhodes, Johnny Gargano, Drew McIntyre, and WWE Evolve advertised and aired Evolve 131, the first live on the WWE Network. And then there are some hardships, of course, due to the pandemic. The promotion was purchased by WWE on July 2nd, 2020. Sapolsky was released but then rehired by WWE in 2022, with rumors as WWE were planning to revive Evolve, with the project being headed by Sapolsky. On January 2025, WWE trademarked Evolve in the aspect of entertainment services, and then it was revealed that the WWE Evolve will be revived as a WWE brand, with the tapings held on February 7 at the WWE PC. The Royal Rumble. During the Royal Rumble 2025, it was announced that a new in-ring series titled WWE Evolve will premiere on March 5 in the United States on Tubi, and then later revealed that it will air on YouTube. The program airs head-to-head against rival promotions All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite, which airs on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on TBS and on Max. In a press release on February 3rd, WWE revealed that the series would prominently feature up-and-coming wrestlers from the PC and the WWE ID. The premise of this is basically for the Evolve wrestlers to make it to the primary developmental brand NXT and eventually on the main roster. Alright, so let's talk about now WWE Evolve. What is my take? Ang Evolve to me is actually evolving on wrestling, strong wrestling. Sa totoo lang, no? It's amazing to see to be taking advantage of the deal, no? And medyo Spartan din yung approach when it comes to this product, specifically with WWE Evolve. And I really like the presentation of WWE Evolve. And also, there are some highlights during the history of Evolve, obviously. And also, there are also a lot of things that might explain in the long run when it comes to WWE Evolve. Also, maganda rin yung pagka-explain kung ikaw ay nanonood ng WWE Raw or SmackDown or NXT lang, for sure na madali mo itong masusundan. So that's what I think better about WWE. Palagi ko naman sinasabi, no matter what you're trying to watch or on how you are watching, if it's NXT, if it's Raw, SmackDown, WWE loves to explain. AEW doesn't. Sasabihin lang sa inyo, they are fighting in New Japan. Like, who the fuck is watching New Japan in 2025? To be honest. I mean, there are some explanations, but you are just glancing on it. Here, we are really explaining what is happening, what is going on, where's the story, why the story is happening. That's what we love of WWE. Even though if it's a false hope, WWE loves to explain. So that's the difference. Sorry guys kung mami-mention ko ng mali yung mga names for some wrestlers, no? So, Keanu Carver. I think we saw him on the pilot. I really love this guy, sa totoo lang. Kasi I think he is that impressive. He is also a former NCAA All-American champion. So that's impressive, no? And then marami pang parang they're really glancing on him, which is good because we have an amazing thing that we need to witness and also promise, no? Former defensive tackle for Temple University, someone you don't want to be an ally with. I love this on-screen presentation that we saw on the episodes of Evolve. That's amazing. And then we have also Peter Rosenberg explaining things. I love this guy. This guy might be hated by some people, but he is explaining himself really well if it's necessary. And he is actually his first main job as the main commentary leader for WWE, and I find it amazing. Robert Stone, he got his push. He's technically also an assistant to Eva, so that really makes sense that he's there, and he's amazing on commentary also. Okay, let's talk about WWE Evolve. So, alam nyo yung parang pagka-Gucci nung product, so it's very straightforward, parang tawag dito, it's more on your ano ba tawag sa promotion na to? Yung kay Booker T. Reality of wrestling. You know, reality of wrestling? That's basically the promotion now. I love the whole thing. And then, yung tumatak sa akin sa women's, Kendall Gray. She is amazing also. And, sobrang nag-stood out siya on this segment for sure. That's my comment so far. The bad things. Siyempre may bad things dito, pare. Hindi ito yung show for everyone, for sure. This is not a show that it might liked by everyone, for sure. I appreciate the energy, for sure. That everyone is cheering, everyone is doing her thing or their thing. I appreciate that. Itong WWE Evolve reminds me of Glow, Ring of Honor 2010, and then parang may mga part din na nagkakaroon din ng pipe. Okay, parang may pipe in sa crowd, and then there's also this people na hindi nag-cheer. Parang awkward. And then we have also Chewy Martinez. Whoever this guy is, he is amazing for sure. But let's throw him on the positive. Pero nalimutan niyo yung mga wrestler. Okay, first episode pa lang naman to, so medyo maobserbahan pa natin kung ano yung magiging difference. Then, sa 2B, nagtingin din ako sa 2B. No? Realistically, parang sa 2B, hindi siya sobrang accessible. Kasi search mo pa siya. Then, parang nag-search ka WWE, and then may Evolve doon. Tapos, meron din ibang episodes ng NXT 2024. Yan. Pero, yun yung case. Parang ang weird lang that hindi consistent yung pagtakbo ng feed ni 2B. And I would say this was a very promising show, if you're asking. Wala man tayo pakialam sa ads kasi wala mang ads sa YouTube. Sa Evolve, konti lang yung parang WWE propaganda lang yung ads nila. And tapos parang na-notice din natin sa mga sumunod na episodes nung WWE Evolve, iba na yung pakaramdam. Kylie Rae also competed on WWE Evolve and I really like it on that week's Evolve last week. Sobrang ganda nung introductions. This is what I liked also with Evolve, no? The introductions, the vignettes, and also storytelling. That's amazing to me. Compared with AEW, that you could not even introduce some of the wrestlers. And yeah, that was bullshit to me. And on Evolve, please watch Kylie Rae versus Sarah Suckner. That was amazing from week episode 2 of Evolve. That's amazing. Wendy Q, I'm glad that she's back on TV. So that's amazing too. And okay, that's it. Wala ako ganong importante sa week 2. So, ako sinasabi ko lang, itong Chewy Martinez na to, sa episode 2, nag-evolve siya sa akin. Nag-i-improve siya sa akin when it comes to his thing. Nag-e-evolve tong taon to para sa akin. Pero yung problema kasi, medyo hindi niya magamay yung mga wrestler names. I mean, normal, pero I hope that will be better. I hope it will be improved down the line. And also, we have Cappuccino Jones, also one of the guys that I like on the pilot. Tapos, Kyle Armstrong, he looks impressive. Para mo Baron Corbin in the days. Then, we have also Javier Bernal and Luca Crocifina from NXT. They're impressive also, and they're also having this history with NXT. Tapos, why we're getting Gallows here? Riley Osborne and Oro Mensah match was amazing to me. Medyo na-upset lang ako that's a little bit odd to me. That I mean, I'm getting the idea of na this is serving as NXT / ID show, pero yung way of how they are explaining it, parang hindi siya okay. Hindi nga ma-plug to sa TV eh. So what I should expect, no? I mean, there are some improvements that we need to see on WWE Evolve, but I hope they should plug it more sa TV. That should be the first thing that WWE needs to do when it comes to WWE Evolve. The latest episode of Evolve, 3 episodes na tong nire-review ko. The promo of Marcin Holiday is fine to me. I'm not perfect when it comes to promo, no? Promo guy. She's perfect. But I hope it will be better in the long run. Peter Rosenberg is now doing the interviews instead of the other guy. And again, the promos are amazing to me. I hope we can see more of that. And then Gallows again appearing here. Bullying the wrestlers. I don't get it. And ano ba? Carl Armstrong, he is impressive, and I really love his haymakers. He is charismatic enough to be on this thing. Kylie Rae, if you are familiar with her, alam na natin na she is very charismatic, na alam natin pawala-wala sa scene because of her issues. Again, we are not invalidating her. But parang missed opportunity yung highlight of her career and I'm glad now she is in WWE. But I hope we can see more of Kylie for sure. And sana mag-iba na yung tono natin ngayon when it comes to Kylie Ray. And again, I respect her, but I hope we can see more of her. Wendy Chu is amazing on everything what she does, but I hope we can see more of her on the main roster on the NXT. Luca Crocifino versus Javier Bernal. The match was fine, but again, I am expecting more of the. I am expecting more ID matches rather than this NXT guys that we're getting. So that's a little bit off to me. Siguro I'm just expecting. I'm just expecting more. If feedback so far on Evolve is great. It has big potential. I hope we can see the big guy interviewee more. I'm not sure his name again, but I hope we can see more of him. I love him as a interviewer. I love Peter Rosenberg as the main commentary guy. Can we please bring him to AEW? Maybe kick Excalibur out, bring him to Ring of Honor. That might be better. I know how garbage AEW is, but he might bring peaceful commentary there. Because Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, pag pinagsama mo yung dalawa, boom! Sabog. Sabog ang tenga mo. And that's why I don't like to watch AEW every week. Unless there's a lot of necessary things that we are witnessing. But I'm not gonna talk about AEW for now. On this episode, we're going to talk about that on our longer episode later on our podcast. And again, this is only for WWE Evolve. The premise of the show is there for sure. If you don't want to watch AEW Dynamite on the other channel, then this might be a good alternative. But I'm not saying that you should put a higher expectation on this, since it's basically your NXT level up counterpart, no? If you really wanted to see bangers, if you don't want to see Tony Khan on the television or a Tony Khan product, then this might be a good thing to do. But I am not really saying that this might be very good wrestling. Again, wrestling, even though it's bad, it's still wrestling for sure. But yeah, I think this should be it for now. Kasi obserbahan pa natin tong WWE Evolve. And we will come back in a comprehensive review on the main podcast, on a longer podcast. And we will talk about it longer, for sure. Yan, that's it muna for WWE Evolve on Does It Suck? And we will come back on the series on Does It Suck with LFG and other series like WWE Speed. We will talk about that also here on the pod. So follow the podcast on all of the social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and on Twitch at Main Event Mark PW. Please follow PWPH Select on all of the social media platforms. And again, pakisupport po ng Dexcon for their upcoming show. We have also World Underground Wrestling Master Clash. That's all on the social media platforms of Dexcon. And the past shows of Dexcon, so on Thriller TV, FPW. Please support them on everything what they do. Yun. So I think that should be it for now. It's our review so far of WWE Evolve on Does It Suck? On the Main Event Mark. Again, my name is Angelo Panara. Thank you very much for listening on the Main Event Mark podcast. Bye for now, and see you later.